Go with this thing. All right, we're live. Let me get him on right now. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, it works good, dude. I like the little layout that we have.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Hold on, let me tell my wife. Can you post?
Oh, we're live. All right.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
live.
so.
Dude.
I love it.
Hey, we always just do it live. Like I'm surprised Chris's mic hasn't gone out yet.
No, don't jinx it. Hopefully it doesn't.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Dude, Jack looks like he's about to interrogate somebody.
Where were you the night of August 27th, 2013?
Well, thank you for my one viewer. I'm pretty sure it's my wife. Tuning into the live on YouTube, the Ramp Brief Squad with Chris McNeil and our special guest Jack Ryan, our lieutenant, aka our platoon leader. Everybody, go ahead and give a round of applause. Hey man, I think I've been talking to a lot of people and they love you so much, Jack.
Oh, the love is mutual.
Can't hear you that well.
The love is
Say it
mutual.
again. I think your mic should probably go like that, dude.
The love is mutual, you know?
Yeah. Dude, everybody says what a great leader you were, right, Chris?
Yes, definitely.
Well, that's nice, you guys. Feeling is mutual.
We're lucky we had you and you didn't go off and become some Delta Force cowboy.
Ooh, no, that would not have been good for anybody. Nobody needed that. Nope.
Dude. Yeah, well, this is the Afghanistan Withdrawal live with my history buff and, like I said, my platoon leader. I don't know, Chris, how do you want to start this, dude? This is like the most formal one we got.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could talk about how we felt about being over there and like the Afghans' opinion.
That's a good idea. Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah, start it, dude. I'll just be here.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could talk about, us being over there and our experiences and how the Afghan people kind of took to us being there and maybe the events leading up to the withdrawal and kind of how it's similar to other things that may have happened in the past as far as withdrawals from war zones throughout history.
Well, let's go ahead and start off by saying this. Like, I've asked Jack and Chris, how do you feel about us going to Afghanistan as your first deployment?
I mean, I guess the whole global war on terror kind of started in Afghanistan, and I guess there was kind of a clear, go after bin Laden and stuff like that was kind of the whole start of the war. So I guess it kind of seems like Afghanistan was the one that kicked off first. So we were in a little bit of a unique situation where we had strikers where we were. That was kind of newer to that area, I guess.
How did you feel about the enemy we were going to go fight? Mr. Vietnam is my favorite war.
Vietnam.
I mean, I guess I read a little bit about them. I mean, they definitely gave the Russians a run for their money, but that was a lot to do with us. We kind of helped them out, but I knew they were seasoned and they were the same people that were fighting the Russians were fighting us. So I guess it was kind of, you had to go in there with a certain level of respect.
Jack, how do you feel that we went to Afghanistan first?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surreal to think about because, we had like a direct action force invade Afghanistan back in 2001, almost immediately after the 9/11 attacks in New York City and Pennsylvania and D.C. And then it was surreal being there. Like, the three of us were there together in a infantry platoon, 12, 13 years later. And like not much had been resolved other than like, yes, they had captured and killed bin Laden in Pakistan. So he was, and most of his high level lieutenants were off the map. But if you look at like strategically, like where Afghanistan sits on the map, it's a landlocked country. It's very expensive to get any sort of meaningful amount of fuel to support military operations or military equipment there because it's a landlocked country in the middle of nowhere surrounded by relatively hostile countries.
You know, actually, I've been meaning to ask you, since you were the officer, like, were they trying to tell you, like, hey, what the civilian population was going to be like? Or like, hey, they want to work with us or anything like that, or no?
Yeah, they gave us a pretty like in-depth cultural overview of both the locals, and then as you guys know, most of the guys that we served with were from the northern provinces.
Mhm.
So the majority of the Afghan National Army personnel that you and I, all of us served with, they were all from like northern Tajikistan and Kabul. So they gave us an overview of that. They gave us a kind of like a language overview. So I took an affinity to like learning a little bit of Dari so I could communicate with the Afghan National Army. Um, it helped build rapport. And then I would say the majority of the time we spent being briefed by like our upper echelon was focused on like tactical engagements and like what the units there from Second ID were seeing from a kinetic perspective, from an IED emplacement perspective, and they were just like kind of giving us based on like whatever AO we were going to. Like in our case, I know we were going to Maywand. They give us like a really detailed strategic and tactical overview of the battle space.
Hey, since you both, I assume you both read the Lions of Kandahar book. Like, how did you guys like? What was your mindset going in? Or actually, we read it after most of us did. How did you guys feel like it was a representation of the fighters over there? Chris first. Go ahead.
I would say it was accurate. I mean, you could definitely tell that their whole resolve and just the way they just kind of wouldn't give up and just their resiliency to fight was definitely brought out in that book. Although it was a lot earlier than when we were there, but it was the same kind of area. Panjwai mainly was where the book took place.
What about you, Jack?
Yeah, the depiction of the locale, the geography, the fight was super accurate. It's interesting that to see like how the conflict shifted, you know, those types of tactical operations that were reserved for special forces and different JSOC and SOCOM units, which is what that book is about, were kind of slowly relegated towards like normal infantry units, like the kind of stuff that special operations were doing back in 2001, 2003, 2004 in Kandahar and Maywand were the same type of activities that like we were doing, going on missions with the Afghan locale, trying to learn their language, going out with interpreters. Like the non-conventional fight that we were engaged in is kind of unique when you talk about how conventional units like us have been employed throughout history.
So, excuse me. Chris, can you kind of get into like why we were going to Afghanistan first in 2001?
It was mainly just because we noticed, the Taliban was sympathetic towards bin Laden, and bin Laden was responsible for Al Qaeda in Iraq and stuff like that. So it was kind of like it seemed like the Taliban was kind of giving bin Laden a safe haven in Afghanistan. So that was the main reason why we went there first.
Do you know where we went first?
Kandahar, I believe.
Okay.
The Rangers took that airfield, Objective Rhino, and all that. I want to say that was the pretty much beginning of the war.
Yeah. And when did we like start the actual invasion of Afghanistan?
2001. I believe it was, or maybe 2002.
Jack, your mic is cut off. And what happened?
October, November 2001.
Yep, 2001.
Mm-hmm.
October 7th, U.S.-led invasion, 2001.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It's kind of weird, though, like how the GWOT kind of developed from one country to another, right? We went from Afghanistan into Iraq,
Yep. Yeah, that was a little bit of a different stretch. But I feel like the beginning was kind of Afghanistan. They had a clear cut, I can't speak to Iraq because I never went to Iraq.
Yeah. How do you guys, like, I know we're jumping ahead, but it's going to tie in. How did you guys feel about the withdrawal, how it went, Chris?
I mean, I was disappointed in the way we left. I mean, I guess I knew that, we were going to have to leave eventually, but I kind of wish we had left with a little bit more, I guess, honor. The way we left, we kind of just seemed like we gave them everything, and then it was just a, mad dash to get out of there.
Yeah. Jack, what do you think as an officer?
Yeah, so like we were talking about earlier, like Afghanistan's a landlocked country, so relies heavily on heavy fixed air wing lift assets like the C-17, the C-130, even the C-5. And so one thing to note, which I thought was a strategic failure of the withdrawal of Afghanistan, is they didn't leave Bagram Air Force Base open, which was really the strategic airfield in Afghanistan that had all the heavy lift assets across the DoD.
Hmm.
They shut down Bagram fairly early on in the withdrawal, which I thought was a strategic mistake. Bagram should have been like the stronghold that they told, all U.S. nationals and friendlies, NATO forces to fall back on. Like Bagram should have been like the fallback area where they could have staged, significant numbers of heavy lift air assets to evacuate friendly forces out of Afghanistan. But they didn't do that. They shut down Bagram, from what I thought, like fairly early on in the withdrawal.
Yeah, excuse me. I had a guest on, and I haven't produced his episode, but he was in Bagram, like a deployment. He was there his first deployment, and then they said they were going to shut it down. I think he said it was pretty. I think it was like July or early August, and like you said, Jack. I mean, I think it was larger than Kandahar or Hkaya. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it or anything like that. I really, it's kind of upsetting, and then also it's kind of weird too that like, hey, I think it's weird. I don't know how everybody else could think it. Probably officer standpoint and all that other stuff, but like I thought it was weird that we were like basically we were negotiating with the Taliban for safe passage and stuff like that. I thought it was kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so let's talk about a little bit about the regions of Afghanistan. So we were in RC South. I know that Arghandaf River Valley was like that was like the spot, or Panjway and everything like that. Like, what do you guys have to say about that stuff?
I guess it was just kind of always obvious, at least to me, and I'm sure a lot of other people, where we were was very heavily Taliban sympathetic. They were kind of the south of Afghanistan. They were so ingrained with that Taliban mindset and form of religion and government that it was very hard. Us trying to preach anything else to them seemed kind of like an exercise in futility, because they really didn't. It was just so against their beliefs and the way they were. It just kind of didn't seem like it would. It was just ingrained into those people, Where I know is in the north of Afghanistan, they were a little bit more open to Western influence, I suppose.
Sorry, I was laughing at a chat. Like, if you want to read it.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you, like, okay, what was that place we convoyed up to? It took us like 10 hours to get up there. What was that place called?
Garmaback?
I don't know, dude. I was in the back, so you're whatever you're gonna say, dude. Is like, I don't know. So go ahead. What was it called?
Yeah, let's call it Garmaback. Why not?
I think he remembers probably.
I don't remember all the names of all these towns. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I know
It was up in the mountains.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there goes the Boston freaking anger right here. Up in the mountains.
I wasn't angry. I think that's the place you're talking about, though.
Yeah. It took us like 10 hours to get there, dude. It sucked so bad.
I think we had to get rid of a bunch of ammo, and I think Sergeant Lawson like one-handed the 320.
Whoops.
I think that was the same day. That was pretty cool to watch, though.
That definitely happened.
He fired the 320 with one hand, and it was like, boom!
Whoops.
I think is that the place you're referring to. If that's the only place I can remember.
Yeah. That's. I mean, honestly, there's that spot, and I could have sworn we went on another.
Or are you talking about that big battalion mission to that Cheshma place?
Big old Cheshma place.
Yeah.
What was Cheshma?
I'll let Jack take this one. He knows the background.
I have to think back, but I think it was a specific spot that we did like a large battalion level like clearance operation on.
But it was a very dangerous area. I think 2 Navy SEALs had been killed there or something, and there was a former IED factory that they had there. I remember it had the big 2 smokestacks, and I think you had told me that they SF like raided it or something at one point, but it was a very dangerous area. And then we decided to do a battalion mission there.
Yeah, and it was haunted too.
Yeah. we had ghost hunters with us, I think.
Goat hunters.
Hey, that
What
was
if
a weird.
instead of a civil affairs team, instead of a FET team, we'd had like a Ghostbuster team? You know, we actually had,
The guy-
we had to like, hunt down ghosts. Like that was our mission over there. Instead of like partnering with the Afghans, like we had to go like track down ghosts. Like,
Are you seeing this?
poltergeist.
Are you getting this?
Holy shit! Mohammed, our mosque is haunted again.
Tajiman.
Oh man.
Who are we gonna call? First platoon.
Hey, we were the Reapers, right?
We were the Reapers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, fit the bill.
The ghost hunters.
Hey,
I'm
dude,
good.
I think our cop was haunted.
It was
Yeah.
definitely haunted.
Yeah, I think it was haunted because Green smashed his helmet.
Oh yeah. Green. That guy texted me the other day.
Did he really?
Yeah, at like 4 a.m. He'll text me like 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Where's he at?
He is back home.
I believe that's Louisiana.
Yep.
I love that Creole food.
Me too. Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah. McNeil, have you ever been over there?
No, I haven't.
No. Hey, did y'all eat the goat that they made for us over there or no?
Yeah, I think I tried some of it.
I think I might have.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
No. Yeah.
The
But
one thing I couldn't
no.
stomach was the yogurt, the fermented yogurt drink that they would serve out. I was like, once they started dishing that out, I'm like, I'm not drinking no fermented yogurt drink. I didn't drink it. I passed, and one of my fellow colleagues drank it. He got real sick. Real sick.
Oh shit.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't
think
drink the yogurt. I don't think.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh. It's like tasting your own flavor, right?
I don't know what. It's horrible, man. It looks like some nasty stuff going on in there.
Oh,
Think like fermented cottage cheese type stuff going on.
Nah,
I
like
remember
cottage cheese
the
too.
Afghan army used to steal food from us, and one time they stole pork and beans, and they had the interpreter ask us if it was pork and beans, and I think somebody was like, "Nope, it's just pork flavored. Go ahead."
Whoops. Hey, if they don't know, don't hurt them.
I guess not.
Dude. Hey, can we go over like okay, so we all three of us were there that day of the Hatal incident,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Right, Chris,
Yep.
you were there too, right? Yeah. Okay.
I was, yes.
What were you doing that day?
What was I doing?
Yeah.
I was in one of the guard towers with Mr. Shane Pendleton.
Oh, dude, shacked up with Pendleton? No way.
I was.
Dude, that guy is hilarious.
Yeah, he and I were in one tower. I remember
He's
that.
so
I think I spent the duration of the day in that tower.
Dude,
Did you
he's
actually
hilarious.
see them coming or no?
I saw people like climbing on the roofs and stuff outside, and like I saw all these like dudes wearing like tan jackets that landed in a helicopter. And I was like, who the hell are these guys? I don't know. There's all kinds of crazy people walking around. I think I saw Tim Kennedy that day too.
Yeah, he was definitely there.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
there. He was
At least he said
pissed
he was
because
there.
he was pissed because he didn't get to treat the casualties himself.
No, he was
Dude,
pissed
Doc
he
had to
didn't
plug
get
some
them.
holes that day, man. Doc had to plug some holes.
Yeah,
He
you
did.
definitely did a lot more that day than me.
I was like, dang, dude, they rolled up with this pickup truck full of these
Bodies.
dudes that were just like riddled with bullet wounds. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, all right, that's a great job for a new medic, you know? Like, wow. Go to work,
Yeah.
baby.
Got some.
Well, you actually
Good
worked with the SF medic that was there, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember his name, but I remember the mass sergeant's name, Frank.
Yeah.
Frank.
Frank, yeah, that's one of
You're
my
in good
favorite
hands.
stories.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
that was a good way to be tossed into. Well, you got thrown into a bunch of different like medical
Dude,
like responses. Like there was a dude that crushed his shoulder blade, or he crushed his clavicle, his whole shoulder. We
yeah.
had to put him in a C-spine. Then we had a bullet wound. One of the Afghan soldiers we were with had got a bullet wound through the ankle.
That happened a lot.
Yeah, I think he shot himself.
I think he shot
Sure.
himself too. But
I think I
Pat
still have
shot
I still have a picture of you and Nabel fixing the guy up, and it's just like the perfect photo.
Yeah, I'm just happy that none of us got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
about
yeah.
that, dude.
Yeah,
Except Dirty
Marcus-
when he punched the fucking piece of wood.
Oh,
You'll never let me forget that one.
Dirty.
The Dirty dude.
I
Dirty
got pissed.
McNeil.
Hey,
Dirty
let me ask
Dirty
you,
Neil.
Jack. I actually have a really good question. What was the OP Argandolph?
So when I arrived there like in December 2012, I was on Advon. So I did a couple missions. When we walked down to the Argandab OP with the unit that was there before us. They were from Second ID. I think they were from 242 or something like that. I can't remember. I can't remember what battalion they were from, but they're from 2ID. We were a striker unit out of Fort Lewis, and yeah, it was intended to be like a squad plus strong, like strong post or strong. I don't know what they call it, like a stronghold. I think it was. So it wasn't meant to be like a full-fledged like cop, but it was meant to just like house people for a week or two, just to have like little outposts on the river.
What size OP was it?
What
I think it was a
size?
squad size.
Yeah, it was like a squad plus. Like you'd want to have like a squad, maybe plus like a machine gun. If it were me, I'd be like a squad plus a 240 team would be good, or maybe an extra SAW team.
And so when like everybody got there, like the whole main body, were we the first to go up over there, or was there somebody already over there?
We definitely we kept it continuously manned. Like we didn't let it like lapse from when they were there to where we were there. But I think the goal was always to like transition it over to the Afghans.
Yeah, I kind of wish we would have stayed there for a little bit.
I know it was a cool little little clubhouse.
It's like our lake house.
Yeah. Like cabin by the river.
I got a little going over to the river house this week.
Yeah, the crazy thing was the previous unit was telling me there was one day where like they heard this enormous like crack over their heads, and like a couple of the Afghans were shooting at them with a dishka, just because like they were exposed out there on the riverbed, and so
Yeah.
they set up a dishka and they shot a few rounds at them. Like, dude, I do not want to be on the receiving end of a dishka.
No.
That's a nasty
Dude.
weapon.
Yeah, as much as I would have liked to stay over there, it could have gotten a lot worse.
Yeah, that place wasn't too defensible either. I feel like if they were able to mortar that OP Argandolph, it would have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird spot, dude, right?
It was mainly, I think was it the 82nd that built it? Because it was mainly just to observe the routes in and out of the riverbed, I think was the point.
Totally.
Was it really?
Yep. I think that's the point of it, was because they were trafficking weapons and stuff through the Registan Desert over the river, and that they set that OP up to be able to monitor the passageways between the river. And
it started out as like a speed trap, just to catch people speeding through there, to make sure they weren't going too fast, and then it evolved into a DUI checkpoint, and then now it's and now it's just run by the Taliban.
DUI checkpoint.
No,
if you have smoked too much hashish, you will get pulled over, and you will go to... I wonder what the drunk driving commercials over there. You will be pulled over and you will be killed. I don't know.
Damn, dude. That shit is funny, man.
Imagine it's like the commercials we have with the guys in the car, and it's like filled with beer. It's like, sir, have you been smoking hashish this evening? And he's like on a motorcycle. Just a bunch of opium and stuff falls out of the motorcycle. Like,
and then on the flip side, there's like, what if there's Afghan defense lawyers? Like, have you been caught smoking hashish on the side of the road? Were you caught by an OP Argandab again?
Thanks to my lawyer, he got my sentence for being raped and killed down to just raped.
Definitely shouldn't laugh at that one, but
that would be the slowest. That would be the slowest court proceeding ever. They'd have prayer time instead of recess. They'd have prayer time.
Oh, damn, dude. Yeah. Well, I mean,
The jury would be too busy playing volleyball to.
Yeah, they would.
they were playing volleyball like
Dude.
that.
They used to do that. There was one time the Afghan army was supposed to go on a mission, but they were in the middle of a volleyball game, and they asked if we could wait till it was over.
No way.
Yeah, Jack would remember that. I think he
Yeah.
was like he flipped out and he told the entire. He's like, go over there and tell him get the over there. I think like playing volleyball, and then
Oh shit, Chris. Oh, there we go. Jack, are you back?
Oh yeah, I'm back, baby.
I don't know what happened to Chris. His internet.
Did you get frozen?
Yeah, he's frozen.
Chris.
Well, how was your day today?
Great.
What
What
you
a
guys?
beautiful day. Beautiful weekend here, man.
Yeah. How's the weather over there?
It's really nice.
Yeah. Hey, hey, can you release? Have you been to DC since they put all the guardsmen out there?
No, I have not yet. I haven't been back yet since they've.
No.
No, I heard it's like pretty safe and secure on the mall, but I don't think they're putting like guardsmen around like the real high crime areas. I think they're just going like around the monuments and stuff.
Yeah. So I was when I went to go visit there, I was right there by like I
Mhm.
guess there's like a train or subway entrance. Dude, it
There
is
is.
really bad in that area. Oh my gosh, dude. Like I'm not gonna say anything, but I was with my wife and my friend, and we just saw a group of people, and we had to walk across the street. And walk. You know what I mean? To avoid them. Like it was bad. It was like really, really bad.
Dude, totally. Yeah, it's I've seen some crazy stuff in DC. Like
Yeah.
I've seen some people that behave just in ways that you wouldn't even imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, like a lady of the night. You know, we're just trying to get all crazy.
It's way worse than that.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I definitely didn't feel. It's weird too because I was I forgot what hotel. I think it was that Hilton hotel. You know where that Hilton? Man, his internet keeps going in and out. What happened to your connection? Your connection went out too.
I guess I don't know. I had to get back on.
Oh, okay. Okay. But hey, so Mr. History Buff, how would you compare the withdrawal to the Afghanistan withdrawal?
What, the Vietnam withdrawal?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was pretty similar in the ways that it kind of went down. It was just urgency. Everyone's trying to leave the country, and I don't know if it was kind of like the way the Taliban had the checkpoints and stuff. I don't know if that necessarily happened during the Vietnam withdrawal, but I know it was a mad dash to get people out of the country because the North had basically won and they were invading. So, I mean, I guess it was kind of similar, and I feel like a lot of people would feel that way.
What was it, dude? Because since you were the VC, like, what was it like when we were leaving our cop?
Oh, it was a good feeling. It was,
Yeah.
I guess, it was kind of like everybody was excited to leave, and I remember the day we left, like the Afghan army was supposed to.
Okay, Chris, you're muted.
You're muted.
Hey, this wouldn't be a fucking rant brief live without technical difficulties here.
Right.
Chris, you're still muted.
What's crazy is like the amount of lives and money invested into Vietnam is if you look at the amount of money invested into it, it's very similar, very comparable to Afghanistan.
Yeah. Shout out Matt Houston. Shout out.
Yeah, Husted, amen, brother.
Dude,
That
hilarious
place, it
guy.
felt so good leaving that place. Oh,
Yeah. It was kind of
yeah.
it was kind of a
Husted commented, Chris.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, good. Yeah, something. I keep getting kicked off.
Yeah, no, Houston
loud
Houston commented. But yeah, dude, is it true though, Jack, that like hey, the Taliban took it over like the next day we were there like at Azazula?
I don't
that-
know
or
what
is
the
that
exact
just CNN?
timeline was, but I think it was within days or weeks. Yeah, it wasn't very long before they flipped that place and took it over.
Yeah, that sucks ass, dude.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting parallel you're talking about the withdrawal from Afghanistan and the withdrawal from Vietnam. I'd say as far as investment in military power, they're very comparable. I mean, Vietnam had a much larger death toll of American soldiers, but as far as like amount of military investment in both those regions, they're very comparable in today's dollars. You know, like upwards of $1 trillion or maybe $2 trillion in each country
Yeah, we
invested.
just love blowing money. So like that's even with the equipment that we left there and everything,
Yeah,
right?
precisely. All the equipment, like think about everything from 5.56 optics, you know, helicopters, fuel. Fuel is probably a good portion of it.
Oh shit, yeah. That's why gas prices are so high right now. No, I'm just joking. Joking.
I mean, it's part of the reason, you know, global turmoil.
Like, do you feel like we should have been like, hey, partnering with the Taliban during the withdrawal or no,
No.
Chris?
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird saying like when I was hearing these guys. Dude, I'm not into it like you guys. Like I'll go ahead and say that right now. I don't really read up on. I'm not a reader. Okay, so I don't read nothing. I hardly ever listen to other stuff. I kind of like don't really talk about the military unless it's with you guys. So when they told me that I forgot his name, the general over there was like giving bags of money. Yeah, was giving bags of money to the freaking Taliban and like negotiating safe passage. I was kind of like upset because like dude, like we're supposed to be the most feared military in the world and we're over caving to a bunch of I mean, we could have just kicked their ass if we wanted to. No?
I don't know.
No, you don't think so?
We didn't.
No, I'm saying kick their ass around the airport. Like, hey, we'll push them back and then we'll get the fuck out of there, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's an interesting problem. Like, there's more and more firsthand accounts coming out about it, about how tumultuous it was and just how chaotic it was. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
I think a lot went unreported.
Right. I think they were just trying to make a deal to try to get everything go as smoothly as they could, and I think they, you know, that's the route they took.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I guess that could make sense too.
I mean, they already took over most of the country, you know, so it was kind of like.
Yeah, it's true. They did.
Yeah. Damn Taliban, dude. They're gonna see this right now and they'll be like, I could just do your accent, Chris. Do it. do it. And they're watching the Rap Brave Squad live. Do it.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you from my striker. It's like our old strikers. They're all like jingled out and stuff now.
I hope so.
Yeah, they're playing those.
Who would have thought they'd have a jingle truck Blackhawk?
Yeah.
What?
I'm like they'd have a Blackhawk with like the bedazzle shit they used to put on all their.
Okay. Speaking of bedazzling military vehicles, when you guys first saw that visual of people hanging onto the side of a C-17, like what was going through your head? Like when you saw human beings trying to hang onto the wing of a C-17 on takeoff. Like these people really want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's desperate in my opinion. I really don't.
Definitely desperation. They knew that.
Yeah, man, dude, they know the Taliban was waiting for them. They're like, oh, I better as well just let go because I'm gonna die either way.
And I think they knew anybody that helped us or anybody that was involved was going to get it. So they probably knew what was coming, I guess.
Yeah.
True.
What was that? Dude, there was that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal just recently where he's like an interpreter. Not Jake Gyllenhaal. He's
trying to get his interpreter out. Yeah. What the hell is that?
It's kind of like that, dude, right? Like they would just be coming after this motherfucker like crazy, dude, huh?
Jake Gyllenhaal is Tim Kennedy.
Dude, stop making fun of Tim, dude.
I know. I'm just joking. It's everything on the internet. Everything on the internet's been about Tim Kennedy lately. I can't open Instagram without reading something about Tim Kennedy lied on his high school transcripts. It's just I don't know. They're like out for that guy.
Yeah. Well, Tim and that dude Shrek now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't gotta lie, you know. I think everything can be all right if you don't lie.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make a movie about Afghanistan starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be one time. For some reason there'll be a jungle with a boat that he's on in the middle of Afghanistan. I think
I wish Houston was on her now so he can do the impersonation of Cicado talking shit to Kennedy. Hey, what's the Kano say to Tim Kennedy? Go.
Hey, you nipple-headed fucking retard.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It'd be funny, especially if he was wearing a Coyote tan plate carrier. He'd be like, "What do you think you're in the fucking Marines or something?"
Oh no.
I love that.
Jack, what was it like driving through? Like, okay, so we were from the desert, obviously, and then convoying up to Cap. What was it like seeing all that?
Oh, driving to Kandahar from where we were like based out of?
Yeah, from Azazula
It
up.
was cool. Yeah, I liked that drive. It was like interesting you kind of saw the landscape change. And then when you get into the city of Kandahar, it becomes like a little bit more urban, but kind of like a weird dystopian urban landscape that you would see in like maybe a horror or thriller movie, like a weird desert, like Tatooine type,
That's cool.
landscape.
That's a good
And
analogy.
and we actually crashed one of our strikers into a drainage ditch, so that made it even more interesting. It was like midnight in Kandahar, down like middle of Kandahar, and like we definitely crashed our striker into a drainage ditch. And thank goodness, I think Husted was actually the one that actually pulled the thing out. Like Husted was just incredible with vehicles. He's a really really talented vehicle person in general, like vehicle systems person.
Yeah.
And he pulled us out, and like thank goodness, because we would have been stuck there for, oh my gosh, forever. And then people were starting to like congregate around us too, like kind of wondering, oh, these guys are stuck, huh? Interesting, they can't move anywhere. They weren't doing anything, but they were definitely observing.
Dude, I had no idea that happened.
You were there. You were
Yeah,
there.
no, I was asleep probably. Dude, I wouldn't lie to you.
Was that our vehicle, McNeil? Mac Daddy, was that our vehicle that crashed into a drainage ditch?
No, I don't think. I think I was with First Sergeant Pratt when we left.
Okay, so
He was on my vehicle for some reason. I was on. I don't know if I was on yours when we actually left.
yeah, I think
That
the
might
vehicle
sound
I was
like
in tipped.
that sounded like a Mark Smith thing.
No, but it was an interesting experience. But Kandahar was cool. I mean, I wish I could have been a tourist for a day or two. And
But isn't it weird though? Like the way like it changed. Like obviously
Yeah.
the Taliban's there too, but like it's crazy how the environment changes. We
Yeah,
were
it
used to
does.
sand huts and stuff like that.
Totally. Yeah. Smith and I were messaging the other day, and like it was crazy. Some of these people were just like living in like straight up like tents, like GP mediums. Wow.
Damn.
Like that's their house.
Hoochie
Yeah.
camps.
Can you imagine being a realtor in one of these like nomad camps? So we got this new GP medium, newly listed.
Hey, they definitely put our chow tent up for bargaining, dude.
Totally.
It's a coochie tent now.
Oh, probably smells so bad.
Hey, you guys remember when we had to move those freaking sleep tents to the other
Yeah,
side?
yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
Dude, that was so stupid,
I
dude.
love that.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I was very happy though we left, man, and I'm glad that everybody made it back good. Even though if we're not mentally great, I mean, most of us are. We're good though. We're reconnecting now. I feel like.
Yeah, we can joke about it now. Enough time has passed where we can joke about it.
Yeah,
It's
people
not
are,
like
dude.
death
Some
anymore.
some people are still sensitive with that stuff, dude. You should hear the people I talk to. Like they are deeply upset with the withdrawal, and some of them didn't even go to Afghanistan, and they are deeply upset with the withdrawal and stuff like that. Man, it's kind of unfortunate, you dwell on that type of stuff.
Yeah.
One day
I mean,
they're gonna be making a movie with featuring Dirty Neil,
I hope
like
so.
Platoon.
Who's gonna play me?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, nah, it's gonna be that guy, dude.
Paulie
What's his
Shore
name?
will play me.
No, what's that dude from Always Sunny?
Oh,
Charlie Day?
Danny
Charlie
DeVito?
Day, dude. Yeah, you'd probably be Charlie Day, dude.
No, I want Danny DeVito to play.
Nah,
Can I
probably
interest you a ripid energy in this trying time? I don't know.
Dude, did I ever tell you guys the first morning I was there at our cop? I got there, at Avon, like right before Christmas. Me and Bates were staying in a tent together, just chilling. Like, me and Bates always got along great. And like, dude, the first morning we woke up there, So we got to the cop around like 11 p.m. at night, and we woke up at 6 a.m. to gunfire. Like someone was shooting at the Pegis right next to where we were staying in the visitor tent. And I was like, dude, the first morning I wake up in Afghanistan to getting shot at with a freaking AK-47. It was surreal. I was like, dude, all right.
Was that like your moment?
No, it was just a wake up call, like basically signifying like, oh, okay, like they shoot back here.
Oh, like it's real bullet type
Yeah,
stuff.
they're real bullets. Yeah, they're real 7.62 projectiles that are coming near me. Pretty close
Right.
too. 'Cause they would shoot like right into the Pegis pit, so like the bullets would hit the Pegis
Yeah.
I remember that.
and then bounce
Hey,
around a little bit. You
hey,
don't want to
Jack,
hang out in that area.
can you
No.
go into like can you go up into like what happened the day we got murdered?
Oh yeah, I mean it's
Was it
there's
like
not much
5
to
times
say
in a
about
row?
it.
Was it like or no?
No, they hung like 2 or 3 shells.
Oh, okay.
They walked them in though. I mean they were able to like walk at least one in the center of our cop, and it took out one of our ISR assets. We had a raid tower. No, it was a mini. It was like a mini Pegis. It wasn't a raid tower. It was a mini blimp called I forget the acronym. It was some kind of cool name, but yeah, took that out, and then I think it injured a couple soldiers. Like they got shrapnel. Nothing major.
Yeah.
Nobody got like majorly hurt, but it definitely.
Because I know you went to the talk right after. Like they didn't tell you anything. Like, hey, we found the dudes, or
No, they
somebody
didn't
was
find
split
them.
up.
We didn't really have any equipment to triangulate where it was coming from. Like we didn't have that kind of capability, unfortunately. You know, besides the acoustic signature of, yeah, unfortunately.
Actually, I have a question too. Me and McNeil were talking about it. I probably remember it way different than he does. When we were using that scanner thing to tell who like the person was, like didn't we capture like a high level terrorist or no?
Yeah,
I remember
Yeah,
he was like a tier something. He was
yeah, on the bats and hides. Yeah,
Oh, what
they're bats and hides.
was that?
That was the name of the biometric system that you're talking about.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, hey, Chris, I'm glad we cleared that up, man. Because I was thinking I was crazy for a second.
no. I think he was like a whatever tier he was on. He was like on the Afghanistan's most wanted list or something.
Yeah, it was Osama. Yeah, we got Osama.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least it's number
Yeah.
2, I think, right?
Spoiler
Number
alert.
2.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, just letting everybody know.
It was at least is number 2. I
It was
don't know
the
if it
king
actually
of. It was the
Osama.
king of hearts that we got.
Yeah, we got the King of Hearts for sure. Yeah.
Dude, that shit's funny, man. Hey, that was a good joke, man. I didn't think you had that one in you. Ah, dude. Yeah, that deployment was crazy, man. And actually, there's a lot of how far is Sangin from where we were at?
Not far. Yeah,
Was
maybe
it?
like 25 kilometers or less. Probably less.
Is that still like in the? What is that, like a capital or what?
No, it's another like little town just west of Helmand. It's like
Oh,
Maywan, Helmand, and then Sangin.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's super close.
Yeah. You said Maywan, Hellman, and saying, oh, okay. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happened in this general area that we were all in. You know, there's a lot of people that talk about Sangin. There's a Panjway. A lot of people talk about Panjway. A lot of people talking about Maywan, dude. It's a definitely interesting place, man. And especially with that IED making factory that we did that battalion mission on. I don't know.
Yeah, and that book you mentioned, Lions of Kandahar, that is like totally about Maywand, like in the early 2000s. Like that book you mentioned is like totally takes place in Maywand.
Yeah, because they mentioned like was it Banning Timor or some shit like that?
I think they
That
do
was-
mention that. Yeah, they talk about the Argandov River a lot too.
Yeah.
Yep, the Argandab.
So what were they doing over there? I mean, I haven't read the book fully, so like, what was like the premise of it?
They were working with the Afghan commandos
Uh huh.
because the book was written by a Green Beret, so they were working with the Afghan commandos, and I think they just got into a massive firefight in Panjway. And if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, I think the founder of the Taliban was actually from Panjway.
Really?
Yeah, Muhammad Omar. I believe he was from Panjwai.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah. He sounds explosive.
I think he was missing an eye too.
Oh yeah, he's like a pirate.
Something, I guess, an Afghan pirate if that exists.
Damn, dude. But yeah, dude. I mean, I didn't really have any direction on how this wanted to go. I kind of like just getting the band back together. Uh, I do want to. I just wanted to. I really, truly, honestly, the biggest thing I wanted to do on here was, even though he just left, was tell Jack how awesome of a officer he was. Even though he just left.
I'm here.
He's cracking something open.
Yeah.
I'm still here. That's too.
Yeah, dude. I just want to tell you.
Slow down on the Dr. Pepper. You're gonna spoil your dinner.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, Jack, how awesome of an officer you were. Yeah, I just want to let you know that every officer I had in my future military career, I thought they had to be like you.
It was a team effort, you know. It was a team effort. Like we had a solid team, and we had a lot of people that were like really good at their job. So
yeah, it took a lot out of you though, man, to be that humble enough to be like, I'm gonna trust my NCOs. I'm gonna trust some of the soldiers. You know what I mean?
that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, why not build some trust between people? You know, it's easier to operate that way if you have high trust between individuals. You don't have to like be too worried that people are gonna complete, whatever they need to get done. People worked hard.
Did you ever like when we go on missions like this, like just a dismounted patrol mission? I know I remember you briefing and stuff like that. Would you pull the NCOs aside and tell them some stuff or what?
Yeah, normally we would come up with a plan together.
Uh-huh.
So, like me and Sergeant Roberts would come up with a route together. We'd try to avoid some of the historically IED heavy routes and intersections and areas. And then, whoever's going to be maneuvering on the ground, Nabel, right? Nabel and his squad. Me and him would come up with the ground maneuver and we would plan it together. Yeah. So,
yeah.
It was a team plan.
What would the commander be telling you? Like the commander's like, hey, this is what I want y'all to do today, or this is what I want y'all to do in the next 3 days, or what?
I mean, aside from like the company and battalion level missions that you guys are talking about, like the platoon leaders, mostly like had the freedom to like plan whatever missions you saw fit in your AO.
Yeah. So okay. So that's what I mean. Like, how do you go about like determining what kind of mission we were gonna do?
Yeah. So a few days before like whatever mission you were planning, you had to submit the concept. Like you had to submit the high level plan, what the weather was forecasted. What the illumination at night was going to be if you're going to operate at night, because that leads into how effective your night vision devices are. And then like you had to basically get the plan approved and then ensure that they knew where you were operating. So if something were to happen, like let's say you needed additional air support or CASEVAC, medevac, they know they know generally like where you're at.
Yeah. You're not. I mean, with the air assets and stuff like that, is battalion talking to like the other? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they coordinating that stuff for you? Saying, hey, we're going on this mission. Can you get this for us?
Yeah, they're interfacing with like whatever aviation brigade or detachment thereof, like, and they're getting the assets on like basically on station for us, and then they'll typically hand them over to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll give them like some general guidance and kind of like where we are, like our frontline trace, make sure that we, kind of a remediate or try to avoid friendly fire. And then usually like Frank's was a competent enough, like JTAC qualified 13 Fox, like, Frank's was our FO. And then so he would normally take over the communication with the helicopters or fixed wing assets after that.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, this is pretty good information. I always wondered how we friggin' I thought the battalion would tell the commander like, "Hey, go patrol this area," and then figure out like what platoon you want to do it or some shit like that.
No, I mean it was definitely much more like bottom up type planning, except for like the large battalion level clearance missions.
Mm-hmm. Weren't we supposed to go like across the Arkansas or something like that?
Yeah, we crossed it a couple times. I mean, you had to be kind of careful crossing it in full kit, right? I mean, you had to. I mean, you definitely could drown. Like, like Metzger, Metzger like took a little dip in the Argon Knob, and it was a little bit dicey, you know.
Yeah, it definitely would have been a scary event like that.
Yeah,
I
we
do
did see
have
people cross it, but yeah.
I do have one other question for you. What were we doing in the early days where we were pulling like 24, or it was like 30 days on? We were like protecting a road or some shit. Do you remember that?
Yeah, vaguely. I think.
Weren't they like
They
doing
were
route
trying to
clear or
put
something?
They were trying to put gravel down on the road because they thought the
Yeah.
gravel would slow them from putting IEDs in.
Oh yeah.
But sure enough, it didn't.
Ineffective.
These people
So
are like fixing motorcycles with sticks and rubber bands, and like the gravel's not going to slow them down.
Mm-mm.
yeah,
Nope. Nope.
yeah,
Yeah, that was definitely an exercise in futility.
yeah. What, Chris, as a VC, did you always have like a certain, like, how much did you have to work with Jack with your like driving routes and everything like that?
Quite a bit. We
Yeah,
would kind of have to coordinate, where he always had the plan in his head about where we were going, and then we'd kind of work together using the FBCB2 and telling the driver where to go and stuff. And then usually I had to know what my piece of the pie was after they get out of the vehicle, like where to maneuver the vehicle and where to set up, typically support by fire positions and things like that.
yeah. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
You
McNeil
guys
could
are
work that thing, dude. McNeil could
yeah,
work that striker, dude. He could work that RWS. It was like artwork at hand. It was like Picasso give him the brush. You know what I'm saying? Like that
yeah.
dude could sling some freaking 600 grain projectiles down range too, man. He was slinging some 50 cal.
Well, everybody, there was one day where everybody did.
Slinging
Don't
50
be so
cal with
modest,
Cheshma.
dude. Come
Kurt,
on,
well,
dude.
no,
He was slinging it.
it was me, Dunn, and Houston. And we all got online and we lit the hell out of that mud building that they referred to as a mosque for some reason. Wasn't a mosque.
Didn't
Yeah,
you have to?
I saw some insurgents there. I thought.
Yeah, though they were shooting at you guys, so we rose to the occasion.
Dude, that's
There you
awesome.
go. That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
What a beautiful sound.
Yeah, I'll never forget that one time that we went on a QRF. I guess they were like digging up on that route to get to the cop, and then like I guess the RWS wasn't working,
Yeah.
and then old Chris, dude, he had to get up there and freaking go live with it, dude.
Yeah, I was with Lawson that day.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, it was sick,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, they were already like long gone before we even got close to them. But it was still it was interesting. He was like, "Let's go get you a kill," and then we're like, "Yeah." And then we all got out there, and the gun wasn't working. I had to jump up there and manually use it.
Yeah, dude, that's
Luckily, I took off my gunner's restraint because that would have been embarrassing. I would have got like halfway up the hatch and got pulled down.
Dude, Houston's comments are out of this world, dude.
He's fun to talk.
oh,
Dude, he is so funny. I love this, dude.
dude, yeah, dude. Maybe next one we'll have Houston on, dude.
Hey, everybody
He's
was
so
everybody
funny.
was doing that. He's one to talk.
Can I say like where's Gomez at though?
Yeah, where the fuck's Gomez?
Where's Gomez at?
Oh, he's in that 2-month training. All right, yeah, I forgot.
All right. Where's Gomez at?
That was every day. Where the fuck is he? Oh yeah, he's in interpreter. All right,
Yeah. Okay.
that's
all right.
okay.
Yeah, didn't Gomez like he knew the language, right?
Yeah,
Well,
he went to a school to learn Pashtun, and he was like excused from like regular duty for a couple months, and every day Sergeant Beatles would say, "Where the fuck is he?"
Where's Gomez at?
He's in that school that he's been in for the past 2 months. Oh, all right, yeah.
dude, I wish I was.
That's
I
where
wish I was
that's where that
there.
came from. Yeah, yeah, he was awesome.
I wish I would have been with y'all a little earlier, man. They always tell stories, and I'm like, dude, I have no idea what the fuck y'all are talking about. Dude.
Yeah, a lot of the people too.
Yeah, it's all good though. The way the cards are dealt, you know.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if you guys don't have nothing else to say, man, I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all's time. I really appreciate it, and like I said, this is more to get us together and talking again, and more than anything. Um, and I appreciate y'all's support on my podcast, and I mean, it just really means a lot, you know.
Yeah. No, it was very interesting that you guys had the guys that were in the actual pullout on. It was real interesting to hear all of them talk and share their perspective.
Yeah, look at me, little 19-year-old me, dude. That's pretty
Ready for
cool, dude.
combat.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell we were doing.
War fighters.
We're probably on
Let me get two
QRF.
shooters. Let me get 2 shooters out of here.
Get a couple shooters for KP.
Let me get some shooters for KP real quick.
Yeah. I used to love it when we used to get ice cream, dude.
Yes. Me
Yeah.
too.
Or hey, when we had to go to Azadula and get breakfast, that was awesome too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the omelet guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, damn. Those were funny times, man. Yeah. Well, that's it for me, guys. I mean, unless you guys have anything else to say or share, I really appreciate your time. I know it's Sunday. Some people got to work tomorrow, even though it's a holiday. I appreciate it. Go ahead and support Jack Ryan. Go ahead and support Chris McNeil. And reach out to somebody if you are feeling down. We're always here to talk. And if not, we can get you on the show too. You know.
Yep.
Chris.
I got nothing, man. It sounds good.
All right, y'all. I appreciate it.
No problem.